Hi, everybody. Today is July 31st, and the reading today is from Meditations for Women Who Do Too Much, Anne Wilson Scheaf, and it's about happiness and depression. So it says happiness/depression. When a small child, I thought that success spelled happiness. I was wrong. Happiness is like a butterfly, which appears and delights us for one brief moment, but soon flits away. Anna Pavlova. There is no difference between happiness and depression. They both have the same process. It is just the content that is not the same. Both will come and go. The major difference between them is what we do with them. We are always seeking happiness. When we see it coming, we say, come here, I see you, stay with me always. Happiness laughs and says, oh, she's seen me. I can leave now, and it does. With depression, we see it coming and we say, go away, I don't want you, not me. And depression sighs and she says, here we go again. I'm going to have to get bigger and bigger for her to hear me and learn what I have to teach. So it taps us on the shoulder and says, over here, until it gets our attention. Then it leaves. Both happiness and depression have something to teach us. Both will come and go. Both will return. It is our response and openness to learn from both that makes the difference. My happiness is a gift. My depression is a gift. Both are like butterflies in my life. So we actually talked about this today. I had a meeting and it was about serenity and the serenity prayer. And we kind of discussed how we're always trying to be happy and that it can go away. And, this reading just reminds me that something that someone told me recently. And, I always make a joke or an analogy that, all these voices that tell us, negative things about other people, about ourselves, et cetera, that's like our bad roommate in our head. And we need to evict her. And someone that I know in one of my accountability groups, she said, you don't evict her. You welcome her and you say, honey, you can't do that anymore. And why don't you come over here and I'll give you a different job? I think I talked about it the other day, right? And it kind of reminds me of that when they're talking about how we treat depression, right? We're like, oh, no, I don't want it. And then it stays and until we learn what we have to learn, right? So this reading was kind of interesting to me and really so true. And there's something that they say in the rooms, and I'm sure they say it out of the rooms, but people reminded me a lot in the rooms of recovery of that the sun is going to always rise and it's always going to set. There's always going to be daytime, there's always going to be night. And it never lasts forever. And the other thing is it's never going to rain forever. It's never going to snow forever, even though it feels like it in Chicago sometimes. So everything has its time and its flow. And I guess what this is telling me and what I'm taking is that maybe if I address when there is that sadness or that depression or whatever it may be, that see what it's trying to teach me. And sometimes feelings don't allow you to see that. Sometimes you have to walk through the process. Sometimes you just have to go through the feelings. Sometimes it takes a couple days. Sometimes it takes a week. Sometimes it takes more. But the thing is, the thing is for me to be aware of it and to find clarity eventually, just to not stay stuck, because sometimes and before I decided to go into recovery, I was stuck with a lot of feelings and unnecessarily, and I held on to them and I used them as a crutch or a weapon or an excuse at times. So I'm glad that I can own it these days. I can own it when I feel it, and then I can take some action. And sometimes that action doesn't come immediately. Sometimes that pause and that reflection is necessary for me to understand what it is I'm trying to learn. Because you know, every day is a new day, and I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I am grateful that you're here. This helps me very much, and I hope it helps you too. Have a wonderful night. Namaste.